Hi, Coach. How good did it feel just to get this win, and not just a win, but a really dominant win?
Yeah, it felt good to. Last week was a tough week for everybody. That's why I don't overvalue or undervalue anything. All Texans. That was a rough week here in our state, especially in our city. Our kids not having power, not having water. Last thing we were worried about for a couple of days there was playing basketball. And obviously that was a really, really big game for Wichita State, and they played great. But I thought our kids hung in there about as good as they could against them. But yesterday, what day was what day was Wichita State game? Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday. What day was Wichita? Thursday or Friday or Wednesday?
Thursday.
Okay, so Friday, Saturday. We spent a little bit of time yesterday, and then this morning at 7:30. We came in the gym at 7:30 this morning. It really felt, but this game was more about us. All respect to John and his program, but this game was about us. If you play 25, 30, 40 games, you're going to have games where he's just not very good. We know that. The NBA, you're going to have 10. You have 5 games where you're way better than you really are, then you're going to have 5 games that you're just going to play horrible in. But I know what we're capable of doing. And I think the culture that we've set and the accountability, and then the character of our kids. The guy that set the tone for us tonight early was Dejan. He's such a huge part of who we are. His discipline and staying down on shot fakes. For instance, the kid from Cincinnati, Julius. You watch him against these other teams, he's jabbing, they're backing up, he's shot faking, they're jumping by him. We stayed on the ground all night. Now he's good, and he got to the rim a couple times early. But, just little discipline things, fundamental things, little things mean so much in our program. And we work really hard to be good at little things, whether it's how early we get to our monsters, getting into the lane to help, contesting shots, staying down on shot fakes, post passing, cutting. There's probably 100 things I could come up with, but at the end of the day, it's usually the little things that get you. But tonight, our intensity level and how hard we played, it's good to see us get back to that level.
We'll go to Chris Baldwin with Paper City. Chris, go ahead, please, sir.
Coach, Quentin seemed very aggressive early, looking for shots. Did you talk to him about that at all, or was it?
Yeah, the ball wasn't moving at all against Wichita State. We were standing in high ball screen so much. The ball's got to be in Quentin and Marcus's hands more. And now that we have Fabian back in his hands more. And Dejan is the one that wants that. So Friday, that's what we worked on. I said, here's a set of actions we're going to run for Quentin, set of actions we're going to run for Marcus, and then when Fabian comes in, we're going to run this for him. So if you'll notice, most of our stuff terminated with those 3 guys. But Quentin also had 8 defensive boards. When he's playing with confidence, the game comes easy to him because he's such a good player. And then the second half, I had one goal, and that was to get Marcus going. Just get Marcus confidence. He's like every human being that's ever played basketball or team sports, you're going to have a little tough spurt. But the only way you're going to, I have so much confidence and respect for him. It's my second year coaching him. It's like my 4th year with Fabian. We've built this program. So every year, we're just kind of turning it over with veteran players like Tremont. Look at Tremont today. How good was he? He's going to be a sophomore next year. Marcus will be a junior next year. Fabe, you know, you start with those three guys. Jamal Shedd, nobody knows how good he's going to be. We see him every day. But Marcus, Tremont, Fabian, those three guys were all good today. And they've got, you know, we've got the rest of this year. They've got the conference tournament. They got the NCAA tournament. Those are experiences that they will share together that are priceless. But the Justin was Justin. His numbers are going to look different now because of Fabian, not because of him, just because he's not going to play 30-some minutes a game. But and I thought Reggie, you know, I made a lineup change because I just didn't like Bryson's energy starting games or starting halves. But I like Reggie today. You know, if you'll notice to start the second half, we put a lot of emphasis on the start of the second half to the 16-minute timeout. And we were really good in that 4-minute stretch. But everybody had the same effort level. We played Cougar basketball the first 4 minutes, second half. And then we said, okay, let's get to the 12-minute mark now. And I thought the second, but our defense was outstanding. You know, we hold a team to 26 points both halves. Usually it gets sloppy at the end and, you know, they just live at the free throw line or they just get a bunch of easy baskets. I just liked our attention to detail, our maturity. And I liked the way Dejan and Quentin especially started the game being aggressive.
We'll go to Joseph Duarte with the Chronicle. Joseph, go ahead.
Kelvin, I'm not sure if this goes to culture, but you guys in the last 4 years have not lost back-to-back games. Is there something about coming off of a loss and maybe the message that you give the team or just sort of what they already know that needs to be done, so to speak, to come back?
Ask them that.
Okay.
Ask them that. Don't ask me. That's not an accident. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
About just defensively, what you guys did against them. Yeah, I think that you held them to 20-something% in the second half and 30 for the game. You know, do you like you know what you did as far as keeping that up, that intensity for the entire game? Yeah,
well, they had some, you know. I went back and watched some of that Wichita. You know what wasn't talked about enough with Wichita State was how hard those shots were they made. Those were difficult threes. You say, well, we did a lot of things not very good, but one thing we did do good was not foul their three-point shooters. Like that one shot, the ball, Davenport made. The one that Reggie, he was 24 feet out, and Reggie's hand, this is the cage. You know, if you look at from my elbow to my chest to my elbow, this area here, Reggie was inside the cage on that contest. You know, that's a hard shot. It's a hard shot if you're open. And Reggie almost fouled it, but he made it. There were so many of those shots the other night that Wichita State made. And I credit their kids. Etienne's a hard shot maker. Dennis, hard shot, and Alterique Gilbert. And I said, oh, my goodness, we're going to see this again? Because Reggie did a great job of contesting that because they switched. They set a screen just as Justin was guarding him. Reggie's man came and screened, and then Reggie jumped up and contested. But, you know, sometimes you can play great defense, and the other team just has better offense. Just make a tough shot. Sometimes it's their night. But I thought tonight, just fundamentally, just our system, you know, we work so hard on shell drill principles and you know, our terminology for all of our defensive actions, whether they're side pick and rolls, middle pick and rolls, step up pick and rolls, low post defense, nail help, everything that we work on. I thought was at a high level tonight, and I think we're number one in the nation in field goal percentage defense, and that's why.
Kelvin, there's whispers of a potential game on Thursday. Anything you can share about your plans coming up for the midweek?
We're really working hard at it. I think we have a game on Thursday. I don't think I'm at liberty to say, Joseph, but we've made a ton of calls and we've got a high level team. I think we got a high-level team coming in here. I hope it goes through. I'm not going to tell you the team's name because I don't want to jinx it. But we originally agreed to play it on Wednesday, but I think we're going to move it to Thursday. So, but you look at the way we played Wednesday or Thursday. Well, we hadn't played since the previous Thursday. We go South Florida on Thursday. 8 days later, at South Florida, at Wichita State. And now 8 days later, USF at home. So that's 3 games in 22 days. This time of year, how is any team, forget us, anybody, how can anybody get in a rhythm? We need to play. We need to play Wednesday. We need to play Saturday, Sunday. We need to play the next Wednesday and just get in a groove, get in a rhythm. But this is a COVID year. That's why I don't over-evaluate, get too high or get too low on about anything. It's been tough. I commend all the coaches and trainers, players especially. It's been tough on the players. Just so this time of year, you don't sign up to have 7 practices between games. That's not easy to do, is to have 7 days of practice or 6 practices, a day off and 6 practices. Now we got a game. It's just difficult to find a rhythm. That's why the Wichita State game, regardless of the outcome, was going to help us today, because now we play 2 days later. And that's why I fought so hard to get a game on Wednesday or Thursday, because we need to play Wednesday or Thursday. And now we know we're going to play USF next Sunday at home. And then after, so if we play Thursday, we play Sunday, then we're going to play twice more the following week. And then the week after that, you go to conference tournament. So I don't think anybody's playing as good as they would normally play. Like I think about our team this time last year. This time last year's team was probably a little bit ahead. Now, I'm not saying they were better or this team's better. It doesn't matter. There's just so many more things they could do, especially the freshmen. One of the things that helped Tremont tonight was Tremont played good Thursday. Boom, now turn around, he played good again today. Whereas if he played good on Thursday and not wait and have to wait again until the following Thursday, these freshmen, I'm telling you, it's not easy to develop your team playing 3 times in 20 days. And I'm not talking for me. I'm talking for all the coaches out there. But this is a COVID year, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, we're looking forward to playing as soon as possible. When you're playing good, you want to keep playing. You want to keep developing. You want to keep having. I don't think I'm at liberty to say, Joseph.
We got time for a couple more questions here, guys. We'll go to Chris Gardner, please. Chris, go ahead.
Coach, does the playing help getting the rhythm the last 2 days? Sunday, today, Thursday. Does it help the team play at a faster pace like you want?
That's probably Coach Sampson more than anything there, but that starts with rebounding, Chris. It's hard to play fast. We were determined to get our pace into 70s. I'm not sure what it ended up. I wanted 70-plus possessions tonight. We're not very good slow. But to play fast, it starts with defensive rebounding. Quentin Grimes had 8 defensive rebounds tonight. He had 2 the other night. Dejan Giroux had 1 rebound. Think about it. Bryson Gresham and Reggie Chaney in 40 minutes had 3 rebounds. I almost lost my lunch just watching this rebound the other night. Someone with insulin, somebody with diabetes, they need insulin to live. An asthmatic needs an inhaler. Everybody has something to sustain them or to give them life. For us, we don't just have to rebound, we have to rebound to live. We can't win without rebounding. The most disappointing thing to me the other night was not losing the game, was how we lost it. Getting out rebounded, hey, we're not perfect. we can get out rebounded. It's like nobody anointed us as it's not easy to, when somebody's really good at something, everybody takes it for granted because you forget, you don't give them credit for it anymore. It's hard to out rebound teams every single game. And we got out rebounded the other night. And, we took that personal. So today, sometimes you can't forget where you came from. Even if you move into a different neighborhood, you move into an upscale high-rise district, don't ever forget where you come from, Jack. We the way we play, we're a ghetto team. There ain't nothing suburbs with this crew. You start acting like you from the suburbs, that tells me you forgot where you came from. So today we got back to our roots. And you don't water leaves, you water the roots. When you water the roots, they grow. We've had a couple of games this year where we went out and watered the flowers, but we were watering the leaves. We weren't watering the roots.
Last question here, folks. We'll go to Chris Baldwin again. Chris, go ahead, please, sir.
4-0 in the last 4. The Julius has taken on a starring role in those
Coach,
games.
it seemed like Draymond was used to initiate the offense some.
Yeah.
Is that a tweak, and how does that sort of help?
Yeah. I wanted Marcus. Two things I wanted to focus on today was giving Quentin and Marcus get the ball in their hands more. We were so stagnant the other night. Oh my God. The ball wasn't moving. Now tonight, Quentin's got to lead us. Quentin and Marcus should lead this team in shot attempts. And I told the guys yesterday, this ain't Little League baseball where everybody's going to get a trophy. Here's the way this offense is going to look. And when Tremont comes in, I put him at point guard because I wanted Marcus scoring. Marcus scores the ball better than he plays point guard. He's a true combo guard. Now Tremont, as long as he knows what he's doing, can initiate the offense. But the third person we ran stuff for was Fabian. So Quentin, Marcus, and Fabian. We've got 3 guys now that we can play through on offense. And that gets the ball out of Dejan's hands earlier, and then the ball starts moving. If you notice tonight, look how much we got to the free throw line. Now, I'm not going to go through all the tweaks we made, but driving the ball to the basket and getting fouled and spacing our bigs, playing through Fabian when he was out there some, but early in the game, making a concerted effort to play through Quentin and not Marcus. And then when Tremont came in for whoever he came in for, I think he came in for Marcus because Marcus had 2 fouls. And then when Dejan went out, Tremont just initiated the offense. Tremont, as his career goes on, he's just a multifaceted guard. He's not a point guard, but he can play point guard.
All right, Coach, thank you very much for your time. We do appreciate it.